All right, y'all. So we've talked a lot about this herd immunity concept in biology, but let's break it down real quick. Okay, so this is about how America can build herd immunity to the coronavirus. All right, so for example, let's talk about Alice real quick. We got Alice right here. They're doing great. Now, one day, however, Alice gets sick, becomes this little red dot. Oh man, Alice got sick. They got infected. Okay. Now let's introduce another character. This is Charlotte. Now, Charlotte is healthy, healthy as can be, not infected at all. Okay. So then, of course, Alice is sick. So of course, Alice is contagious. But she cannot infect Charlotte because Alice doesn't really know Charlotte and they don't spend any time together. All right. So Charlotte's safe for now. However, let's introduce Bob. Bob is a mutual friend of Charlotte and Alice, right? And because Bob is hanging out with Alice, Alice makes Bob sick. And Bob makes Charlotte sick. And then Charlotte gets sick, even though she's never spent any time with Alice. Oof. Okay, now let's rewind. Let's rewind the clock and imagine a scenario where actually, let's back up. Alice is sick, Charlotte is healthy, but this time Bob is immune for some reason. Maybe Bob got the vaccine. Maybe Bob is just immune. And so, okay, let's try this scenario again. So we got Alice, Bob, and Charlotte. Now, an immune Bob acts as a wall between Charlotte and Alice, and Charlotte never gets sick because the disease is unable to spread through Bob. And so this is what experts are calling herd immunity, right? So although Charlotte is healthy but susceptible to the disease, she was protected by someone like Bob. So somebody else in her community. So her herd protected her and they're immune, right? So in essence, that is what the concept of herd immunity is. And so I want to show you a simulation. So pretend that this simulation here is where 0% of the people are immune, right? Remember the square is Bob. 40% of the people in this community are like Bob are immune. 80% in this community are like Bob and immune. All right, so let's play the simulation to see how many Alice's there are and how many Charlottes there are who are healthy and then who are infected and spreading the disease. All right, so let's take a look. We see here over on this side, it's spreading really, really quickly. Over here, it's also spreading, but less quickly. And we see over on this side, we see less than 1% of the population spread the infection and it didn't get to spread. So let's watch one more time. All right, so we see like 100% infection here, and then a 56% infection with only 40% of the people who are immune or been vaccinated. And 80% means that only 5% or less are infected.